we've reached a very weird point in society whereby, the most of the times the people who do good in society, they mostly punished for some reason, killed, attacked, something bad happens to them. But the people who do bad in society, they get away with it. I'm not even trying to open the stats. You guys know. If you know, you know, man. The people who do bad, for some reason, they keep doing their thing. They get support, they get praise, glazing. It's crazy.
Y.A.D
What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. Today, we have a late video. We got citizen concerned in the building. Forgotten already. How many more must die? Hey man, let's dive deep. Let's all watch the video.
DJ Juarez tries to help end criminality in Joburg CBD. What does he get? He is gunned down in the open for everyone to see.
Police say DJ Juarez was in the process of creating a blueprint to deal with hijacked buildings within the Johannesburg's inner city.
This is done to strike fear into anyone else who might think of following.
Hey, it's like, people keep complaining that, it's bad. No one is saving us. No one is doing all this and that. But when someone, tries to, help people, grow society, just uplift people in general, you're going to be attacked, judged, or even killed. Like some of the people who were killed. For example, DJ Juarez.
Following in his footsteps, Marius van der Merwe witnessed crimes committed by the cows in charge of fighting crime in Ekurhuleni. He stood up and tried to fight the crime by giving witness testimony at the Madlanga Commission. And what did he get for it?
Van der Merwe was gunned down outside his Brakpan home in Ekurhuleni earlier this month.
Gunned down loud and brutally for everyone to hear. For everyone to see that crime fighters will not be tolerated.
He testified before the commission where he implicated suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police Deputy Chief Julius Mkhwanazi in criminal activities.
Mpomafole was a chief forensic auditor in the same Ekurhuleni where Julius Mkhwanazi and his goons are in charge, the Ekurhuleni municipality. He was probing a R1 billion tender that had signs of irregularities. What do you know? They deleted him too.
An ongoing investigation by News 24 journalists Jeff Wicks and Sikonati Manjanja into murdered Ekurhuleni municipality's chief auditor, Mpomafole, has revealed new details on the days before his assassination.
Why? Because he was a crime fighter.
Mafole, who was probing a 1.8 billion rand mobile chemical toilet tender, is reported to have submitted a report highlighting irregularities and possible legal challenges relating to the awarding of the contract to his superior, Philip Rachwale, on the 26th of June. 3 days later, he was killed.
Mpomafole was not lazy. He was not a criminal. He was not a comrade. He was not corrupt. He was educated and was what you should be calling black excellence.
Mpomafole was a veteran of forensic audit and investigation. He actually came from the Auditor General's office and was only working for 3 months in this permanent capacity where he had been employed at the city of Ekurhuleni as the divisional head of forensic audits and investigation. There were several cases.
Hey man, we've reached a very weird point in society whereby, most of the times the people who do good in society, they mostly punished for some reason, killed, attacked, something bad happens to them. But the people who do bad in society, they get away with it. I'm not even trying to open the stats. You guys know. If you know, you know, man. The people who do bad, for some reason, they keep doing their thing. They get support, They get praise, glazing. It's crazy. But the people who want to fix, put things in order, help society, just the positive side of things, killed, just bad things are happening to them.
They've been brought to his attention that he was
Crazy
working on,
world
where
we
he
live
was
in.
conducting sample random audits, and obviously he had raised several red flags and issued interim reports.
He was a type of man you should be celebrating and being inspired by instead of a criminal like Kat Matlala.
Being a seasoned forensic auditor, it was quite obvious that based on his experience at the Auditor General's office, he was the kind of person that would immediately raise red flags should he come across any abnormalities in respect to these audits. And it seems that the assassination is directly linked to the work that he's uncovered in Ekurhuleni. And when one looks at the way in which the assassination took place, this was not in Ekurhuleni. And when one looks at the way in which the assassination took place, this was not by coincidence, this was not by chance. The way in which he was followed the entire day, the way in which they lay in wait and then later ambushed him on the road, suggests that this was a very well planned and very well executed assassination based on what he had uncovered during his short tenure of 3 months at the city of Ekurhuleni.
You have already forgotten DJ Warris, Marius van der Merwe, Mpoma Fole, and the many individuals like them lost their lives trying to make South Africa better for you and I. Yet you have already moved on. You're already dancing. Get December, and there's no corruption and murder that can stop South Africans from dancing their December away. Guys, I want you to realize something. South Africa is not becoming like Brazil or the worst that El Salvador became. South Africa is a worse version of South Africa right now. Witnesses getting gunned down in courts.
Now, a witness who was supposed to testify in a murder trial in Indonesia has been shot dead.
Can confirm that a 27-year-old
Damn, even in court?
old man was shot and killed outside Lenasia Magistrate Court this morning. It happened around about 9. The deceased or the victim was a witness in a murder case of El Dorado Park. So the case was set for trial today in this court. Preliminary investigation suggests that the victim was standing here when he was accosted by 2 armed suspects who started shooting at him without saying a word. So it's obviously a hit.
Citizens looking forward to their turn to steal and loot. Law-abiding citizens too scared to report crimes. Yet you are more concerned about alcohol, dancing and gambling.
Yabona, this year, December, we drink, we drink, we drink, we drink, we drink, we sleep, we wake up, we vomit.
It's the harsh truth, man. But I'm not saying it's a good thing, but hey, it's a reality of what it is, man. People pass away. We'll just move on. How many legends do we know that, passed away and people moved on? RIP to all the legends, including the recent ones, who passed away, who did, impactful things in society. But it's like, hey, obviously people shouldn't make it weird. Like, we don't care that he passed away. But hey, man, moving on, it's just part of life.
Vomit, we eat, we drink again. Ziyabuya.
Those who dare say something, deleted. Educated accountants doing their government employees who speak out, deleted. Yet, December comes and citizens of South Africa just move on to the dancing, the drinking, the gambling, the fun life like it's just another day.
Investigating a KwaZulu-Natal man suspected of being the mastermind behind the mass shooting at a tavern in Saltsville, Pretoria this month. 12 people, including 3 children, were gunned down while 13 others were injured after 3 unknown men stormed an illegal tavern at a hostel in Saltsville.
We're living in a country where life continues to get worse and worse for the people, especially the poorest of.
Hey, isn't it crazy though? Like, some people kind of do this killing and shooting for a living. Like, can't you do something productive in your life? Like try get a job, or I don't know. Hey, it's crazy.
Of the people in South Africa. Yet there isn't enough anger. Not from the citizens, not from the celebrities, and definitely not from the politicians.
Take a start in Beggersdal, where police have launched a manhunt for 12 gunmen who stormed a local tavern and sprayed bullets on patrons. 9 people have died and 10 were wounded in the incident in the early hours of this morning.
How is it that President Cyril Ramaphosa is so relaxed when all of this is happening? We have an enemy within. Someone who hates this country is in charge of this country, and there is nothing that the people are doing. People are quiet. They're just moving on with their lives as if there's nothing to see here. Why? Because he's black. The only people who rise up and band together against the government of these comrades are the white people who refuse to live under their chaos. They've tried to do something about it. Many have started their own gated communities.
Hey man, it's like, there's a comment I saw a couple of days ago with this DJ Y.A.D's situation. The comment said, I think it's time to take the law in our hands. Hey, I think, as citizens in South Africa, I think we've been doing it. We can just advance it even more. We have shows, Moja Love. People are taking crime in their hands, running after drug dealers, people who escape prison. It's just crazy shows. Foreigners who don't have documents, doing illegal stuff in South Africa and stuff like that. We are moving things now because our leaders are just chilling. They know what's going on. It's crazy.
Exclusive communities where they bother no one and where they do not want to be bothered by anyone. And to be honest with you, I endorse such efforts. Band together with like-minded people and create your own safe communities. Keep out the scum and protect yourself at all costs from the hyenas that are lurking throughout the streets of this country.
When he was saying that it would have been nice to sleep in a free accommodation, was he actually confirming that indeed he slept in Matlala's apartment?
Yes,
or
I
flat?
did. Yes, I did sleep.
So, okay.
Yeah, I did twice.
Oh, you slept twice. Okay, thank you.
I mean, when is it time to declare a national emergency on crime? When is it time to declare a state of emergency, truly? Because if it is not now, then when? How many more innocent lives should be lost before something is done? How many more gangsters should be emboldened to run our lives? How much longer should we go to sleep scared? I hope they don't pick my house tonight. I hope they don't come for my car today. How much longer shall we live with such questions and such fears as South Africans? The gangsters get guns easily, but you have to jump over 1,000 hurdles to get weapons to protect yourself from the gangsters. The police are giving guns to criminals, but you can't buy a gun legally without being slightly well off as an individual.
They have concerns with the number of state-owned firearms that are lost in the system. Some of these weapons have found their ways into the hands of criminals and have committed serious crimes with them. According to the Institute for Security Studies, the South African Police Service, crime and violence to achieve public safety.
Criminals are armed to do as they please, but you must be found holding a butter knife in the night if the crime lotto chooses you at any time of the night.
So on average in South Africa, police report the loss or theft of 2 guns a day. So what this is telling us is that the biggest source of illegal guns in this country are licensed guns that are diverted through loss or theft or failure to comply with the law, in that an inherited gun is not relicensed or handed in for destruction or sold.
The criminals are terrorists and the president is too lame, too soft and indifferent to take bold action to combat crimes.
The final source of guns that General Patekile identified was cross-border trafficking. And he spoke specifically about guns coming in from Namibia. And that is a challenge. We know that we need to tighten our borders.
The borders are not a priority. Hijacked buildings are not a priority. Farm murders are not a priority. Drugs are not a priority. Saying that they are a priority and acting like they are a priority are two different things. We all know where drug dealers are in our neighborhoods. The police come and they hang out with a drug dealer inside a marked police car. They leave and the drug dealer goes back to selling his product of choice. What is the meaning of that? Witnesses and whistleblowers have been dying every month. We see illegal miners every day. We see illegal foreigners every day. What is the meaning of that?
I don't know. I feel like the leaders see, they do see what's going on. That's a fact. Like the murders, the crimes, they see it all, the drug dealers, everything. But, if they put effort, they can, make a huge difference. It can reduce drastically. But now, I feel like they don't want to do anything about it. I don't know what. Hey, you guys can comment down below. But I'm just thinking, like, if they actually did want to change things, they could do it. But I feel like they don't want to, and they have their own reasons.
It means we have a president and a party who hates South Africans too much to do anything for the same South Africans that they are empowered to serve. The day that South Africans, especially black South Africans, choose to stop the dancing, the promiscuity.
You dancing.
And abusing alcohol and start focusing on issues of governance is a day that the country starts to. And they will be bragging about their cars, their buttocks, their money, and many meaningless things. In the new year, we would sincerely appreciate any support that you can give us to help reach South Africans who do not watch our content, because if they are not reached, our country is at risk. May DJ Warris, Marius van der Merwe, Mpoma Fole, and every other whistleblower and witness rest in peace. May their families find peace and comfort in knowing that there is judgment for the evil men and women behind their murders. May they be comforted in knowing that their loved ones who sacrificed for this country were heroes whose contribution shall not be forgotten. Thank you so much.
Amen. I repeat to all our, the people who really wanted to do change and they were stopped. And yeah, man, people don't care that much. People who do crime are always praised. People who do damage are always glazed. And people who want to make a change in the world, they are being stopped and eventually killed. Hey man, you guys can comment down below and tell me what you think. I'm gonna catch you on another video. Love you. Take care.